I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're taking a closer look at Detective Comics number 962. Can the Bat family overcome Ascalon, the killer St.Dumas robot, and can John Paul Valley escape his destiny? Well, let's hop on in together and find out. Alrighty then, so much like the previous issue, as we open up, we get to take a closer look inside John Paul Valley's mind, and it's not exactly a great neighborhood these days. Terrible, monstrous manifestations of the angels of St.Dumas are trying to get him back under the church's control, and the only thing that's fighting them off is a horrible, demonic version of Batman. And this is because Batwing Luke Fox has put together a brand new shiny costume for John Paul to use. One that looks exactly like the Azrael costume from Nightfall. Only, you know, the colors are less loud and they've ditched the cape in exchange for wings. Honestly, it's a pretty good look. It's a good thing they have this too, because the Bat family is going to need every weapon in their arsenal if they're going to bring down Ascalon, who has invaded the Belfry in hopes of killing Dumas the Dwarfling. Clayface actually distinguishes himself pretty well in this fight, defending the VIP by splitting himself into a bunch of different Dumases to give Ascalon the slip. Unfortunately, the little guy still ends up getting fatally wounded in the fight. Not before dropping a massive Mori-sized truth bomb on our heroes. It seems that Ascalon the killer robot was activated by John Paul Valley Sr., aka the original Azrael, which would make this robot kinda sorta John's brother in a weird way. Azrael manages to destroy the physical shell holding Ascalon, but because this is an AI we're dealing with, he's wily. He's uploaded his consciousness to all of Batman's computer systems. And just like in all your favorite science fiction stories, this has made the robot very unstable. He feels that he's become Legion now. He's growing, knowing unknowable knowledge. It's Zatanna who figures they can actually use this new hunger for information to their advantage, because don't forget, she still has that Gnosis orb with her, that thing that will give you answers to every question you could possibly ask, but might also drive you crazy and kill you. She gives the orb over to the robot. And shockingly, Ascalon takes all this information pretty well, probably because it's not human. Thankfully, ultimate knowledge proved to be the exact cure they needed for the Order of St. Dumas' crazy fanatical doctrine. To borrow a wrestling term, Ascalon does a bit of a face turn right here, decides to leave Jean Paul and his friends alone, but moreover than that, he gives Batman the information that he wanted since the beginning of the arc. And that is, hey, Tim Drake is totes alive, bro, and being held captive somewhere. You should probably go save him. And yeah, that's basically where the story begins to wind down. Batman has the answer to the question he wanted and a brand new mission to take him forward. John Paul Valley has found some inner peace, what with having defeated a darker side of himself. John also decides that he's not going to keep the Batman-inspired suit, even though Bruce is a really important person in his life right now. He wants to, you know, set his own course, so Luke is building him a brand new upgraded version of his old costume. And hey, what of John Paul Valley Sr., the guy who was pulling all the strings right now? Well, he gets recruited to another evil operation by Ra's al Ghul, who was also after the Gnosis orb and who claims to be representing an even bigger bad guy as we reach our conclusion. So that was Detective Comics, everyone, and overall I felt that even though this arc got off on rather shaky ground, it stuck the landing in a pretty good way. John Paul Valley grew as a character and even got a win for once, even though it was actually Zatanna who saved the day, but hey, he beat up the robot, so let's, you know, take our W's where we can. James Tynion also managed to dovetail the story of Batman, the quest for the orb, the quest for the information, and everything John Paul Valley was doing. Maybe not in the most organic way, but it happened. I also like the idea that we'll be seeing more of John Paul Valley Sr. in the future, and that there seems to be an even bigger story going on with the orb and Ra's al Ghul and Mr.Oz. Overall, I feel comfortable giving this story a 7.5 out of 10. It was pretty good. So there you go, everyone. There's Batman for the week. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, why not check out some of these other videos, and you can follow me on social media at Cape Joel. And if you're feeling supportive, why not become a patron? Patrons get exclusive access to videos and content before anyone else for as little as $1 a month. So until next time, everyone, this has been Cape Joel. Thanks for watching.